message they have generally gotten over the years is the only way you can get reelected is bringing home the bacon. Well, right now, there's no bacon up there, and it's going to be a lot more difficult. In contrast to how freedom brings people together because we allow people to make their own choices, the system what we have today, the welfareism and the socialism does exactly the opposite. Because the government controls everything. They control the regulations, the tax code, they control the spending, they consume our wealth, and all the decisions are made up there. Is it any wonder that they spend hundreds of millions of dollars, lobbying? How about the other campaigns already have spent over $100 million money that comes from the special interests? This is high stakes. This is not easy to do because the establishment, the beneficiaries of the system will not go away quietly. But the opportunity is here. The opportunity is here because the system won't work. The only decision will be made, that will have to be made, is are we going to move toward more freedom or less? And I say, let's move toward more freedom. We as a nation now are, under extreme caution because we don't know the future. And under these kind of conditions, whether it's a threat from overseas, the threat of terrorism, the threat of global warming, and all these threats, this is not by accident. Governments like the people to be frightened and fearful.
That's right.
And then that gets the people in the condition to say, well, the government has to take care of me. We have to have a safe economic safety net. They have to take care of us and tell us how we're supposed to run our personal lives. And they have to take care of us, against possible intruders. They're always there to build up the fear. So it is the fear that they use. It is a tool. We have to recognize that. And if we recognize that, we can have more confidence. I think one of our biggest problems in this country has been we've lost confidence. We've lost understanding. We became too materialistic. We've lost our confidence that freedom does work. Not only does freedom work, freedom really is popular. I've always been impressed in the campaigning that I've done in the past year, is I do talk about the problems as I have just now. But yet, at the end of each meeting and each rally that we have, inevitably, the word that gets associated with what we're talking about is hope. Because there is hope for the future if we do the right things. That is all there is to it. Also, hope comes from admitting the truth. You can't lead the people who make everything rosy if they're not telling you the truth about the problems. It's like an addiction. If an individual is addicted to a substance and they're not willing to get off that substance and make a break, the only thing that will satisfy them is more of that substance. Yeah. And that is the way it is with spending and taxes and inflation. So we have to get to that point where we recognize the problem, and then there is hope for the individual or the country if we know what the addiction is all about. And I think that is what we're moving into. The recognition that there is a problem, the recognition of what caused our problem, and the recognition that the solution is not all that difficult. When the Soviet system collapsed, they had a great deal of difficulty. They're going to continue to have difficulty because their traditions have not been as good as ours. We've had great traditions. We've had the freest society. We've had a sound currency. We've had free markets. We understand what private property rights used to be like. We understand contracts. And this is a far better chance for us to just go back to where we were. We're in the middle of a revolution, but we're not in a new revolution. We just want to restore our old revolution and progress from that. by just thanking you so much for coming, so much for the support.
Love you,
So
Dr.
much
Paul.
thank you for support in the congressional re-election that will be coming up soon. But also your concern and your interest for our country and our country's future, because we truly do believe in America. We truly do believe in freedom, and I truly believe in you as supporters that we are on the right track and we will win. Thank you.